Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol OWCP. We'll take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one of those represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I've been doing this analysis on a very routine basis, so that's where these annotations are coming from. And yet again, a very powerful day. There's a little bit of perspective that goes into this, meaning if you're a day trader and you bought right there and you're hoping to sell within 12 seconds, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. But if you care about the big picture of things, then everything is still perfectly fine. So sure, there was a pullback here, but that really goes to perspective and what your strategy was going in, because from, again, the big picture perspective, bulls have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base, and that's the name of the game. That's what you want to see. As long as the price is putting in those higher lows from an overall perspective, then you have those overall uptrends being formed. So the first thing I want to do is some house cleaning here. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these green lines. Sure, they pertain to the chart, but they're just not relevant at this point. Given where the price is, and from a presentation standpoint, I don't want on a million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, so just trying to keep this as clean as possible. First update, though, that needs to be made is based off just a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. So for those of you that remember the video from Friday, talked about this 55 cent area as resistance, but now that the price not only broke it, but really shattered it today, this would be considered an area of support. The ideal level of support going forward, I mean, hey, Clay, what would make this chart look the strongest? If the price can stay up above the 65 cent mark, that would definitely make the chart look the healthiest. But by no means am I saying that the price drops below 65 cents that everything's ruined or anything like that. And then just as a friendly reminder, in case maybe this is the first video you've watched, from the big picture of things, as long as the price is above that purple line, which is the 50 period simple moving average, then the bulls are in full control, full health, however you can best picture that. Now, what about levels of resistance? If the price is going to get back up to this 95 cent level of resistance, where are some of these hurdles at that they're going to have to first cross? To me, the key level of resistance now, again, 95 cents is definitely the important one because that's the overall one. But before we start talking about 95 cents, initial level right there at 85 cents. So 85 cents, first hurdle, and then, yeah, you can start to talk about the fun one, which is 95 cents. Why is that? Why do I call it the fun one? Well, I'll be the first to admit it is fun to talk about testing previous highs and breaking new highs, which would, be revolving around 95 cents. But before you talk about 95 cents, 85 cents is that initial area of resistance. But all in all, good solid day, nice start to the week, so we'll see what else the bulls have in store. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.